Hey everyone, Fast Eddie here, and this video is going to be about your throttle control. So a couple things to keep in mind. Whenever you're riding around, you have the choice to be really smooth on the throttle, and smooth is a pointless term unless you have any context behind it. So what I mean by smooth is if you're the bell curve, right? You see the black line? You're very slow accelerating, and say there's a stoplight, a stop sign, a car slowing down in front of you, whatever it is, now you're going just as slow, decelerating. However, most people, I could hear, they're the heartbeat. They're very erratic. They're like this. They go up and then they chop, and they go back up and back and they chop, and it's all crazy, just like a heartbeat going up and down. And most of the time I know this because I could see their suspension going crazy up and down, and I could hear their bike because they have the cool exhaust. They're just going all crazy up and down. You have the choice which one you want to be, right? If you accelerate on any bike, right, the front end of the bike, it rises up. That's pretty obvious. You get thrown back, it rises up. So if you go and you're on the throttle and you go like this, really fast, the whole entire bike will sink down. So your throttle control will dictate what the bike does. You're the bell curve, really slowly on the gas, slowly off the gas. If you're riding around like that, very slow, like slow motion, the bike will be nice and smooth and calm and very predictable, and it's not gonna freak you out or surprise you. Everything's just nice and easy, right? Nice and flowy, good. But if you're the heartbeat and you're going like this with the gas, that bike is going to be bouncing, you're going to be shifting back and forth. If you have a passenger and they're going to whack their helmet on your head all the time, you're going to think it's the passenger's fault, but it's actually your fault because you're doing this, causing the bike to dip and dive and do all kinds of craziness. It's your problem, it's your fault. It's all with the throttle. So what this means, so if you ride around and go 15% slower down, you slow down your hand 15%, very slow. I don't care if you're accelerating out of a corner, decelerating, coming up to a corner. If you slow down 15%, your overall riding will go up at least that much, if not dramatically higher. So I just put a happy face here because it's not directly related, right? 50% slower with your hands doesn't mean only 15% happier riding. It's probably gonna be way more higher than that. Probably like 40, 50% happier, smoother, easier to ride your bike. I don't care what kind of bike you have. You could have an R1 or a scooter. You could have a Harley or whatever bike you want, a Goldwing. If you slow down your hand, both hands for that matter, what did I say, metal? Both hands for that matter, slow down your hand dramatically, 15%, slow. The bike will enjoy it more because the suspension is not gonna be bounce up and down going crazy. You'll enjoy it more. If you take a passenger, they'll enjoy it more. Everything will be better. Everything will be so much happier, smoother, more in control, more predictable, more traction, more everything. Everything's gonna be so much better if you stop acting like a heartbeat. I hear bikes like this all the time. I don't care if you're on a Harley because I can hear your bike because it's loud, or a sport bike with the cool exhaust that's absolutely pointless. I hear your bikes. And especially, now here's the big problem. This is just in a straight line. You're going, going up to a stop sign. You're just twitchy as crap. Because that's the result people say. My bike is really twitchy. No, you are. The bike is fine. You are the problem. You are always the problem. It is always the rider. You are twitchy, my friend. The bike is no problem. That's why I'm glad I did the video about how to get your knee down on a sport bike when I rode the S1000RR. I kept that thing in first gear. Because a lot of people say, oh, first gear is really twitchy on my bike, blah, blah, blah. All that means is you have horrible throttle control. You are a heartbeat and you're blaming the bike. The bike is not a heartbeat, you are. You have a choice about which one you wanna be and which one you wanna practice. Oh, good question. When can you practice throttle control acting like a bell curve, Fast Eddie? Every time you ever get on a motorcycle, you have a choice. To either ride very slowly on the gas, extremely slowly off the gas, or you could go back to doing what you've been doing and ride very erratically, heartbeat, and your bike is bouncing up and down and you think it's the bike's problem. Nope, it's your problem. Just see what happens when you pay more attention to what you're doing with the throttle, slow your hand down by 15% and watch your happiness level go up dramatically. That is the key. And this same exact thing, you could replace throttle with clutch. And everything I said applies the exact same way. You could replace throttle, just take that word out and put front brake. Everything applies the same way. Slow your hands down. If you go like this with the front brake, good luck to you. You're gonna crash. You're gonna fly over the handlebars or in the low side. You go like this with the clutch, release it extremely fast and do all kinds of jerky movements. Again, it's not the bike, it's always you. You're being jerky, you're being twitchy, you're grabbing instead of slowing your hands down. If you slow your hands down, your happiness level will go up, your confidence will go up because the bike will be more predictable, easier to ride, more manageable, and you'll stop blaming the bike for your problems. It's always your fault. Start being a bell curve, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you next time.